if you're new here, I'm Tiana from Moondrop Photography and Film, and if that's the case, I suggest you go back 2 videos and watch my previous videos before you continue on this one. Welcome to Both Enchanted. So let's dive right into it. Today we're going to work through everything about from once you've booked all the way through to the delivery day. So I tend to go through all of this information with my clients during a consultation once they've reached out to me. This is an absolutely free consultation, so if after this video series you still want to get a little bit more information, if that's even possible, feel free to reach out to me. I'll sit down and I'll give you everything you need to know. I know that one of the biggest concerns from parents when booking a birth photographer is, what is your backup plan? Do you even have a backup plan? Do you have a backup photographer? All these different questions. And I say yes. Yes, we always have a backup plan. We always have a backup photographer, no matter what. No matter if your schedule is open, no matter if you are completely healthy. You never know what might happen. You might stub your toe and you can't walk now, so you can't drive to the hospital. Anything can happen, and you need to be prepared as the photographer, not the client. So yes, we do have a backup photographer and we share this information with you during our consultation. Much like other photography sessions with me, you will have your standard documentation like a contract and the timeline and what you can expect stipulated all in your contract. However, with birth photography we require just a few more. We require a consent form. This consent form you will be taking through to your next obstetrician appointment, where they will sign off on having me there. So this is very, very important because we need your obstetrician to be aware of the fact that you have booked a photographer and that they are happy with me being there. If they don't, then I won't be allowed, or any photographer would be allowed in the theatre or in your birthing space at all. We will be chased away and that will be it. And this document actually serves big importance for the next step that comes from that, and that is your birth photographer reaching out to your backup hospital or your main hospital and informing them that you have been booked for this client, which is you, on this date. Whether this is for a planned C-section, a natural birth, or just as a backup, the hospital is aware that they are on the list for this client. So they need to be made aware, whoever is going to be entering the birthing space, and they need to be comfortable with that person. Because if we just rock up there and we say, we're here for this, and they don't know anything, they don't have any of their paperwork in order for the photographer, then unfortunately your photographer will be sent on their way packing. In terms of communication, when you go into labor, I'll say this a million times, my phone is always on. And I'll say it again, my phone is always on. Regardless of what time you go into labor, you give your photographer a call, you let them know, I've gone into labor, or your partner can phone and tell them that you've gone into labor and this is how far along you are, so that they are fully aware of where you are in the process. Once you've let them know, they have been on call for quite a while already. My personal process is that I only book about 2 births a month so that I can be fully present for my clients and I space them out so that I don't have to worry. So I'm on call for about 3 weeks before the delivery date, and whatever time you go into labor, I'm ready, packed, ready to go. Once the call comes in that labor has progressed, you're moving to your birthing center or you're moving to the hospital or you're already there, I jump in my car and I head off towards you to go capture your beautiful day. I say this to you because I've had a client recently who were incredibly sweet. I was on call for them for about 2 weeks, and I woke up one morning at around 7 a.m. Got a phone call at 9 a.m. saying that she went into labor at midnight the previous night, but they didn't want to phone me so late in the evening, so they waited until they were absolutely sure that I would be awake. Right? Absolutely insane, but so sweet. Luckily for them, her labor delivery was very slow, and I managed to capture all the beautiful moments that came along with her birth. But for some clients, they might not be as lucky. What if her labor delivery was so much faster and they didn't contact me fast enough and I wasn't able to be there? to capture the birth of her baby. These are the things that you need to keep into consideration. During the times that you are in labor, I prefer to keep in contact with your partner because I best not disturb mom while she is in the process of bringing her baby into this beautiful world. And it just makes it easier. Phoning your partner, letting them know, hey, I'm on my way, or how are things looking, can I come back? Anything like that is always best to speak to the partner because you are occupied. Now, once I enter your birthing space, I mentioned this in my previous video, but it is of absolute importance that whoever enters your birthing space needs to enter with respect and needs to enter with a calm and relaxed energy. So my way of doing it is I walk in quietly, I assess the room and I see where you're at, and I softly greet you and say hello. If you meet me with a very loud, "Hi Diana, how are you? I'm in labor," then I will match your energy to the T. I will make sure that you are comfortable and that you are happy and that you are filled with all the excitement that you deserve to feel. But if you match me with, "Hi Diana, I'm okay, I'm doing alright," and you go quiet and you don't speak to me, then I will match that because that is what you need. That is what you deserve in that moment, and that is the energy in the room, because your birth experience is sacred and it needs to be treated as such. So in my next video, I will be covering how to book, the steps you take to reach out to me, the steps I take to explain everything to you, and anything and everything that you might need to ask your potential birth photographer. So I suggest you subscribe and stick around for the next one.